The inspiring teacher. In a small village nestled between green hills, there was a little school. In this school, there was a teacher named Miss Alice. Miss Alice loved teaching and cared deeply for her students. She always found ways to make learning fun and interesting. One sunny morning, Miss Alice noticed a new student sitting alone at the back of the classroom. His name was Tom. He had just moved to the village and was very shy. Miss Alice smiled warmly at him and said, "Welcome, Tom. We are happy to have you here." Tom gave a small smile but didn't say much. He felt nervous in the new school. Miss Alice decided to help him feel more comfortable. She planned a special activity for the class. "Today, we will have a show and tell. Each of you will share something special with the class," she announced. The students were excited. They brought different things to show: toys, books, and even pets. When it was Tom's turn, he hesitated. Miss Alice gently encouraged him, "It's okay, Tom. We would love to hear about your special thing." Tom stood up slowly and showed a small, worn-out book. "This is my favorite book," he said quietly. "It's about a brave knight who helps people." He talked more about the story, and the students listened with interest. Miss Alice smiled and said, "Thank you, Tom. That was wonderful. You are very brave, just like the knight in your book." Tom felt proud and happy. The other students clapped for him, and he began to feel like he belonged. As the days passed, Miss Alice continued to find ways to make learning enjoyable. She took the students on nature walks, where they learned about plants and animals. She organized art projects where they painted and drew their favorite stories. She even taught them songs that made them laugh and sing together. One day, Miss Alice noticed that Tom was still struggling with reading. He often stayed quiet during reading lessons and looked worried. Miss Alice decided to help him in a special way. After school, she invited Tom to stay for extra reading practice. "Tom, I know you can do this. Let's read together," she said kindly. She picked a simple, fun book and read it with him, helping him with difficult words and encouraging him along the way. Tom worked hard, and slowly, he began to improve. Miss Alice praised him for his efforts, and Tom started to feel more confident. He began to participate more in class and even helped his classmates with their reading. One morning, Miss Alice announced a class project. "We are going to put on a play," she said. "It will be about a brave knight who helps people, just like the story Tom shared with us." The students were excited and started preparing for the play. Miss Alice gave each student a role and helped them practice their lines. She made sure everyone felt included and important. Tom was given the role of the brave knight. At first, he was nervous, but Miss Alice encouraged him. "You are perfect for this role, Tom. You are brave and kind, just like the knight." On the day of the play, the classroom was filled with parents and villagers. The students performed wonderfully. Tom, as the brave knight, spoke his lines clearly and confidently. Everyone cheered for him. After the play, Tom's parents thanked Miss Alice. "You have made such a difference in Tom's life. He is happier and more confident now," they said. Miss Alice smiled and said, "Tom is a wonderful boy. He just needed a little help and encouragement. I am very proud of him." The play was a big success, and the students felt proud of themselves. They had learned not just about acting but also about working together and supporting each other. From that day on, Tom was no longer shy. He made many friends and enjoyed learning. He often thanked Miss Alice for helping him and believed that he could do anything if he tried hard enough. Miss Alice continued to teach with the same passion and care. She knew that each student was unique and needed love and encouragement. She inspired her students to believe in themselves and to always be kind and brave. The story of Miss Alice, the inspiring teacher, became well known in the village. She taught many students over the years, each one remembering her with gratitude and love. Her classroom was always filled with laughter, learning, and the spirit of togetherness. And so, Miss Alice's legacy lived on. Her students grew up to be confident, kind, and brave, just like the knight in the story. They always remembered the teacher who believed in them and inspired them to be their best.